Next day after church in Mona Heights, we had Sunday lunch at Copper's Restaurant. Very pleasant ambiance. Excellent service. The food? See for yourself. I've never seen a better rack of ribs. Because Gordon got so much, he shared some with me. It was delicious. Grace had the salmon. I had prawns. Excellent. On the way home, Gordon told me about the lobster thermidor they serve there.
Lobster thermidor, and it was absolutely scrumptious.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it was not lobster seasoned. All these mangoes straight off the tree, outside. Dessert ready at home. Eat. Bombay mango and
East Indian.
East Indian
and St. Julia.
St. Julia. This one here is an East Indian.
This is East Indian.
Yeah. And then this is a Bombay.
No, this is the Julie.
Oh, the Julie.
That's the flatter one is the Julie. And this round one with the little nipple is the Bombay. Yeah.
What next? Indeed a special treat. Did you ever hear of Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee? We're off into the Blue Mountains, where it's grown. For me, this was a strange feeling, because the last time I drove around these parts was 50 years ago. Many things have changed, but the names haven't changed. Hagley Park Road. We just passed the Source of Light bookstore. I remember going in that bookstore 50 years ago, and Gordon is telling me it was the person in charge was a guy called George Webster, and I remember going in there. I still remember meeting George. We would visit the bookstore when we were in Kingston. Even the road signs brought back memories. On the way into the mountains, Gordon had to stop to do some business, but we were soon heading into the renowned Blue Mountains. I remember back in 1973, coming up into these mountains to join with Gordon and Grace and Carlton in a Christian retreat. The only time we ever actually stayed in the Blue Mountains. There's the Mona Reservoir down there. Newcastle up on the hill. Some magnificent views. The memories are faded, though I do remember a couple whose camp names were Jiggs and Maggie. I remember also that we had a great time. Newcastle upon the hill. Established in 1841 as a British military hill station to provide a cooler climate for soldiers. At that time, the mosquito-borne yellow fever was prevalent in the lowland areas. The British buildings still remain. The ensigns of the regiments that were stationed here still on the walls of the hill station.
We're at Newcastle on the Blue Mountains, probably 4,000 feet above sea level.
It was built on a coffee plantation. After Jamaican independence in 1962, Newcastle was transferred to the Jamaican government and continues to serve as a Jamaica Defence Force training facility. We then continued our journey through the Blue Mountains. Gordon had previously visited a cafe here, and we hoped to get a coffee there. Blue Mountain Coffee in the Blue Mountains. So we continued to ascend. On reaching the Gap Cafe, it was unfortunately closed, even though the sign said it was open. So I got some shots of the flora. This is a cheeseberry tree, an orange raspberry, no fruit yet, a hyacinth lily, and a primrose. And an example of Jamaican humour. In the forests and mountains, animals do not leave trash. Humans do. Please behave like animals. When we lived in Jamaica, we had a lime tree outside our door, and this reminds me of it, about the same size. This tree, I've just got the leaf. It smells like mandarin orange. It's not bearing now, but this definitely mandarin orange. There was a grapefruit tree there. We continued on as Gordon knew of another cafe where we could get an authentic Blue Mountain brew.
I think that's the Yellows Valley, you know.
The Yellows Valley. We soon arrived at the Café Blue. I told him I wouldn't settle for less than the best. It was a very nice place and location. Great view. Café Blue is actually a chain of coffee shops here. The view was memorable. The coffee, delicious. Not only Blue Mountain coffee, this is genuine Blue Mountain coffee. We're in the Blue Mountain.
Yeah.
And this is banana cake.
Yeah. Beethoven's cake.
And the staff excellent.
This is Jaheen.
Yes.
So we enjoyed the coffee as we sat and reminisced. Enjoying a coffee overlooking the Blue Mountains, and a very good cup of coffee it is. So this is, well, we're in the Blue Mountains. We've just enjoyed a great cup of coffee and about to have another one, and we're right in the center of the Blue Mountains here on a balcony, enjoying the great views and enjoying this marvelous coffee. So this is Deborah, the barista who just made this beautiful coffee, and it's excellent. We then made our way back into Kingston, where I had a visit from an old friend. When we were in Monroe College, the headmaster was Richard Roper. A few years later, his son Kevin became the headmaster.
Hi, Di. This is Kevin Roper, and we've been just sitting chatting here for seems like a couple hours. Tide is ready to go to sleep on us, but it's been so good catching up, and I wish you could be here too, but that's how it is. All the best.